Hello dear students, today we are going to begin lesson number 19, the Incas, page number 56. Before we start reading the text, I just want all of you to look at the board once to know the meaning of Incas. Though it was already said during the live class, okay, yet we are going to see now. Incas were a small community who came to rule an empire of more than 12 million people. So here, these people, the Incas, were very few. They were not very huge number. Instead, okay, very small community who ruled over 12 million people. And then we see the place, okay, where they stayed. Actually, they stayed in America, South America, and then within 100 years, they expanded their empire, you see, up to 2,500 kilometers. And we talk about the empire started from Cusco in Peru. When we see the lifestyle of these people, okay, we see them very tolerant. That means, okay, the ability or willingness to tolerate the existence of opinions or behavior that one dislikes or disagree with. So though there were what to say, many problems in accepting, yet okay, we see these people, the Incas, okay, they were very much tolerant and assimilated new ideas and people, and assimilated, okay, as I would have told you, okay, they are ready to accept the new things, or they are able to understand the people. And we know them as very skilled craftsmen, just because, okay, we see in the book that they were able to produce beautiful jewelry and textile. And towards the end, we see in the year 1532, they were just destroyed by the Spanish conquerors. So this is what we are going to read in this story. Let's begin now. How is that people who had no written language and did not even know of the existence of the whale code within the space of 100 years built an empire that spanned some 2,500 miles across South America? So how is it possible? Okay, we might all wonder, people who didn't even have a written language, not even knew the use of wheels, how could they build this vast empire, okay, which was, okay, we can see 2,500 miles across South America. So it's a very surprising thing. The people I'm referring to are, of course, Incas. So we are talking about the Incas. The Incas were a small community who came to rule an empire of more than 12 million people. They ruled their empire from Cusco in Peru and were not brutal conquerors that made many think to be. So we might think that, or we might consume, or we might sometimes, okay, like have doubt in our minds, okay, how these people were able to rule over 12 million people if they were so few in number. Okay, they might be, what to say, brutal, they might have been cruel, but it is not. They were not very cruel, they were very kind to the people. They took control of other cultures through a mix of arms and gifts. So through a mix of arms and gifts, that means, okay, they exchange their things, maybe the gifts, especially during the occasions or festivals. They were skilled craftsmen who were able to produce beautiful jewelry and textiles. So we know them as very skilled craftsmen just because they were able to produce jewelry and textiles. Many villagers were so impressed by them that they thought of them as gods. So many villagers considered Incas to be God. They kept them, or they gave them a place of God, just because of they were very impressed by Incas. The Incas were in so many ways very tolerant and assimilated new people, their culture and even their religion into their own, but failed to do so with the Spanish conquerors with the who arrived in 1532. They were able to accept everything of other cultures also. But then the moment the Spanish came in the year 1532, they were just not able to defeat them. They were not able to manage with those people. With an army of less than 400 men, the Spanish were able to defeat a 40,000 strong Inca army, and they soon set about looting and plundering the riches of the Inca's culture. So you see the big difference here. The number was so different. You see, we have this many Spanish. The Spanish were just 400 men, and that also less. Not even 400. Whereas if you think about the Incas, there were 40,000. Just see the difference. 440,000. Just the difference. But still, they were able to defeat the Incas. Maybe there were some problems with the people of these people, the Incas. Most of the amazing architecture and the complex buildings they had worked to build were torn down and made into palaces and fortresses of the conquering Spanish. And most of the buildings or the architecture that we see that were torn down, that means broken down, and many of these places have been made. What you see, the palaces and the fortress for the conquering Spanish. Amazingly, one Inca site remained undiscovered until 1911. We see here, though they were destroyed, though they were completely wiped away from this land, yet their memory, we see here that until 1911, nobody knew. So only 1911 people came to know about the existence of Incas site. That is what Machu Picchu, that the Inca temple to the sun. We see here Picchu. It's a sun, It's a temple to the sun. A temple to the sun. But by this time, of course, the Incas were long gone. But in the year 1911, when it was discovered, that time there were no trace of Inca. So they were either killed by the conquerors or the diseases that they brought with them. Today, it still stands at the top of the mountain besides the Urubamba River in Peru, a memorial to the greatness of people that we can now read about in books. So we see their existence. Existence only, that site is there, Inca site. Only that memory is left with us. We don't see any such any Inca people, but we can only read about them in the book. So this is what we have for today's lesson. And I ask you to go through the questions and answers which I have already sent it to you. Just read them. In case of difficulty, just you can ask me. Thank you.